Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, how to clone a virtual machine in VMware. Have you ever been in a situation where you have been asked to prepare multiple systems with exact same hardware configuration, same operating system and application installed on those machines? If it has been 2 to 3 systems, then preparing each system individually by manual installation of operating system and all of the required applications one by one should be fine. But what if number of systems are in hundreds or thousands? Preparing each system with manual installation can take hours to weeks and lots of manual efforts as well. In such cases, cloning becomes very useful method in virtual infrastructure for creating multiple replicas of same base virtual machine. So what exactly clone is? Cloning a virtual machine creates a duplicate copy of the virtual machine with the same configuration and installed software as the original machine. You can customize the guest operating system of the clone machine to change its name, network settings, and other properties to avoid any kind of conflict. Now, there are two types of clone operations. First is hot clone. Hot clone means source VM, which is being cloned, is in powered on state during clone operation. Cold clone. Cold clone means source VM, which is being cloned, is in powered off state during clone operation. In this lab, I will be explaining you how do we create hot clone of virtual machine. So let's get started. Now let's log into our vCenter server. So our vCenter server is vcs-018.govmlab.local. Provide SSO username administrator @ vsphere.local. Password and click on login. Now we are successfully logged into our vCenter server. And this interface, what do you see is vSphere web client. Now, in the left side pane, if you see, I have a 2 vCenter server vcsa-01a.govmlab.local and vcsa-02a.govmlab.local. Both of the vCenter server both vCenter server has been configured in linked mode. Now, in the first vCenter server, if you see, I have created a govmlab-dca as a data center. In that data center, I have added two ESXi hosts, esx-01a.govmlab.local and esx-02a.govmlab.local. And there are 3 VMs running on esx-01a.govmlab.local. The first one is Red Hat VM, second one is Tiny VM, and third one is Windows 7 VM. Now, to perform clone operation, like as I discussed, in clone operation, we are creating an exact replica of our source machine. So in our test lab environment, let's say if you try to create a clone of a VM which is already having, let's say, 8 GB or 16 GB of memory, and it might be having a 500 GB of hard disk. In that particular case, taking a clone or creating a clone of such virtual machine for a test lab environment is not recommended, because unnecessarily we would be wasting our memory and storage space just to learn the clone operation. That's the reason I have deployed one tiny VM, which is a very lightweighted version of Linux VM. And this VM, if you see the hardware configuration of this VM, it's having only 32 MB of memory and 32 MB of hard disk. So I would also recommend you to deploy such kind of tiny VMs in your lab environment to perform any kind of operations like hot clone, cold clone, or any kind of cloning operation or migration operations if you are doing it, because it will help us to perform this operation. It's much faster as compared to the bulky VMs. So in our lab, I will also be performing clone operation referring this VM as our source VM. So let's log into our VM first. This is a tiny VM 01. And now if you see in this VM, I'm already running some ping traffic. If you see the ifconfig, the IP of this VM is 20.20.20.20. And let's run some traffic. So this is our source VM or our reference VM from which we are going to create replica, or we are going to create a clone VM. Now, since we are going to perform hot clone, that's the reason I have logged in. I have showed you this VM interface where you could see that the VM, the source VM isn't powered on state and the traffic is running in this VM. And during performing hot clone of this VM, there should be no impact on the IO running on this particular VM. So how do we perform hot clone? Just select your source VM. So this is my source VM, TinyVM01. Right click on a VM and there you could see clone operation, clone tab, and click on clone to virtual machine. Now when you click on clone to virtual machine, it will prompt you for give a name for your new virtual machine. So since we are creating a clone, so I would say clone TinyVM01. Now where you want to deploy this clone VM, VCSA1 or vCenter 1 or vCenter 2. So let's go with the vCenter 1, go VM.dca. Now our source VM is already running. If you see, our source VM is already running under ESX-01A. So you can deploy target VM also on the same host or some other ESXi host. So I'll deploy on ESX-02a.govmlab.local as my destination host where the clone VM will be deployed. Click on next. Now select virtual disk format. So if you click on this one, you could see that in this particular wizard, it is asking us what should be the disk provisioning type of your target or your clone VM. It has to be created with the same disk format as your source VM was configured with, or you have a provision of changing the disk provisioning type. So for example, your source VM is configured with thick provisioning, eager 0, but you want your clone VM to be provisioned with thin provisioning, or you want to provision your clone VM with the thin provisioning. So that's where you can go and make the required changes. So I have selected the virtual disk format as thin provision for my target or clone VM. And the data, you can select the data store. So we have only one data store on our ESXi 2 hosts. Select this data store, click on next. And now here we have options of customizing our clone VM. For example, your source VM is having a, let's say 32 MB of RAM, but the clone VM require more memory as compared to source VM, right? You can go and click on this option, customize this virtual machine hardware. So once you click on that, it will prompt you to the virtual machine hardware wizard, and there you can go and make the required changes to your VM. If you want, you can add a new device to your VM, or you can make required changes in your VM. So let's say I'll just change the memory from 32 MB to 64 MB. Click on next. So here you can review your VM configurations. The provisioning type is cloning an existing virtual machine. Yes, we are cloning an existing virtual machine. Source virtual machine name is TinyVM01. The target virtual machine name is clone_TinyVM01. Where it will be deployed in ESX-02a.govmlab.local. That is a data store of that ESXi host. The disk provisioning type is thin provision, and this is the hard disk space of that target or clone VM. Now click on finish, and as you could see in the taskbar, the clone operation has started. Now while this clone is happening, you could see there is no impact on your source VM, which is being cloned. That's why we call this operation as a hot clone. And now you could say within a fraction of a second, our clone operation has completed successfully, and you could see the VM got deployed on our ESX-02a.govmlab.local. So let's power on this VM. Click on console. Now, as you could see, our clone VM, clone_TinyVM01, has booted successfully, or it has cloned successfully, and our source VM is also running as expected. Now, there was one option. So let's say now there's one more option of customizing the operating system. Now, let's say you have a Windows machine and you have given a specific name to that VM. Inside the VM guest operating system, you might have configured some specific IP, right? And now when you are doing a clone of that VM, and you just want to make sure that there should be no IP conflict, or you want to have user-defined name assigned to your VM instead of system-generated name. So how can you do those kind of customization to your clone VM? So to do any kind of customization to your guest operating system, what you have to do is basically, let's take an example of our Windows VM. So this is my Windows VM. I'm just trying to, we are not going to create the complete clone of this VM because it's a bulky VM and it might take from minutes to hours to get the clone operation completed. But I'll just show you where do we see the option of customizing the guest operating system. So right click on a VM, again go to clone, clone to virtual machine, and let's give a name, clone VM1, clone Windows 7 VM. Again select the data center where you want to deploy the VM, select the host, select the disk storage type, then provision. And now here we do see the option of customizing the operating system. So if you have any requirement of doing any kind of customization in the guest operating system, then you can always select the customize the operating system option, click on next, and now you could see here it shows the operating system is Windows 7 64-bit, and this is the wizard where we go and customize the guest operating system to prevent any kind of conflicts when we deploy the virtual machine. Click on this plus icon, and now you could see there are a bunch of operations, bunch of parameters which you can provide it for doing the customization for your clone VM. So if you have a custom sysprep answer file, you can always select this option and you can give a path of that sysprep file, or you can manually go and provide all of the required parameters. So let's say it's a Windows 7 custom spec. Click on next, and then it will ask you enter the registration information for this copy of the guest operating system. So you have to provide all of this information. You have to provide computer name, Windows licensing, administrator password, time zone, all those things. So if you have a sysprep file, you can always select this option, click on next, and there in the import option, you can give a path of your sysprep file, and all of the parameter configured in the sysprep file will be imported during the clone operation. Or if you want to create a new sysprep answer file, you can just create sample underscore sysprep file, click on next. Now you can configure the network for your clone VM, whether you want to have a DHCP or you want to have a static IP. Select the network configuration. You want to have a DHCP IP or you want to have a specific IP configuration for your VMs. You can also define IPv6, DNS, and other parameters for your VM. And if you have any security ID, if you want to generate a new security ID or SID, you can always select this option. So while during the clone of the VM, it will generate a new security ID for the clone VM. So this is the wizard. This is the option which can be used for the customization of your guest operating system. Once you have done all of this configuration, click on next, and then your VM will be deployed with all of this customization provided in that sysprep file. So this concludes our lab for creating a hot clone of virtual machine in VMware. In this lab, we have discussed about hot clone operation, where we had created clone of our TinyVM01 using vCenter server, and you can also create multiple clones of your VM. If you have created a one clone, you can again always go and create to the clone and create another multiple clones of it. Now there's always remember one thing during this clone operation. Please make sure that clone operation can only be performed through vCenter server. You cannot clone virtual machines if you connect your vSphere client directly to your ESXi host. So always remember that you need to have a vCenter server to perform clone operations. This concludes our lab for how to create hot clone of virtual machine in VMware. In next lab, I will be explaining you how to create cold clone of virtual machine in VMware. Thank you.